what's up everybody? It's your boy Tristan Barrocks here, the digital storyteller, and I'm super excited to be back doing what I love, which is creating YouTube videos, tutorials, and share my knowledge with people like yourself. I want to first and foremost give out a shout out to all of the new subscribers to my channel. I really appreciate that. And if you know anybody that would be interested in what I do and what I share and the videos that I create, please tell them about this channel, and be sure to subscribe for new videos coming out shortly. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the Moza Mini MI. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Woo! Now, before we get started, I just want to kind of speak to the elephant in the room, which is this back wall here. I'm actually currently renovating my studio space and making it even more dope for my vlogging activities, my YouTube, my teaching and tutorial series, and just overall, just making it a better workspace. So right now, as this is going on in the background, don't worry about it. In a few weeks, it'll look super, super dope, and I can't wait to share that with you. But I digress. Let's talk a little bit about this device here. The amazing people at Gimbal decided to send me over this device so I could review it. Now, this is the Moza Mini MI. Now, the Moza Mini MI is a mobile phone gimbal. Now, most of us that are professional cinematographers are very used to 3-axis gimbal tools. We use it pretty much everywhere for everything. It's now become something that's been a part of our toolkit and our arsenal, our tool arsenal, for the last several years now. The thing that makes this particular gimbal unique is that it's specifically for smartphones. It can't hold any sort of mini cameras. It's not made for professional level cameras. This is specifically to put your mobile phone, your iPhone, your Android device, your Samsung Galaxy, all that sort of stuff on here, and to use that as a filming tool. So when I first received the Moza Mini, I got it in this nice sleek case here. The thing I love about it is a soft shell case, but it has a little bit of firmness or rigidity to it. And then there's also soft inseams as well with it. So it's very, very nice, all well put together, very sleek, and very discreet. If you're traveling, which most people would be traveling with something like this, you want to have something to protect the device and to protect specifically the motors. You also get a stand, which is, it's decent. It's not really the greatest stand, but it is built into there, and as long as you're on a pretty flat surface, you can do all your balancing off of this, and this is pretty good. So the thing I really love about this gimbal in terms of form factor is that it is very small. It's only about maybe a foot and a half tall. Once it's all set up, and there's not much to set up. Once you balance your phone, you're pretty much good to go. There are a couple of different tabs and switches that are on the back of the gimbal, as well as the back of where the phone is being held and housed, and you make some adjustments there, and you're pretty much good to go, and you can start shooting. All of the dials and everything that you need is right at your thumb tips, not even your fingertips, really at your thumbs. If you're just running and gunning and you just have your phone with you and you just want to have fun, the last thing you want to do is overthink about where the buttons are and which button does what thing. Everything is laid out really, really simply here. You have your joystick, you have your mode buttons, you have a little dial system that allows you to go zoom in and zoom out, and as well as shift through menu options. The other thing that I really like about the Moza Mini is the fact that there's a built-in battery. So you don't have to remove the battery, you don't have to worry about losing a battery, worrying about a separate charger. It charges right inside of the handle, and there's a little USB mini charging port, and you just use, the cable that's provided for you. a USB outlet or a USB plug, and it charges. So overall, I really like the functionality. It was pretty intuitive in terms of figuring out how everything's laid out, how everything's set up. It's very much a no-brainer in terms of design. You don't really have to overthink and overanalyze how to use this device. So when I refer to functionality, I'm talking about the ability for any person to pick up this device or this tool and use it. Is it a functional device? Is it something that I will grab or that will stay in my bag for a long period of time, and something that I can pick up, go use, you know, whether I'm on vacation, whether I'm going to a park with the kids, whether I'm walking my dog, those sort of situations. And I have to say that again, the functionality of this is really, really good. You know, you turn it on and it's good to go, and it's already doing what it needs to do in terms of allowing you to get some really cool sweeping shots, some real cool following shots. So in a sense, you don't even really have to think about how to use this device. It's already showing you, already kind of guiding you by the way it's already set up. And Ginson has done a great job in terms of having all the same sort of modes that you would normally have within any other gimbal. So we have our fully locked mode, which is pretty cool. Then we have our yaw follow, and then our pitch and tilt being locked. And then if we press 4, we have fully follow mode, right? So we have all of the functionality that we want out of this gimbal that you would get with any other gimbal, plus a lot more. I can use the joystick and I can turn, can pan, I can tilt up, tilt down. I can do everything that I can do in the automatic modes. So the gimbal actually connects vis-a-vis through Bluetooth to our phone, and then it allows us to have more functionality through the device connected to our phone to do things like zooming in, zooming out, changing the ISO, changing the frame rate, changing the resolution, and a lot of other things that are connected through the app. Last but not least is power or battery life. The battery life on the actual Moza Mini is pretty good. I mean, I've pretty much charged it for the past couple of weeks, maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times. I mean, it holds a charge, I would say anywhere between, I would say 5 to 6 hours, maybe even 7 hours, depending on how much you use it and what you're using it for. But it lasts forever. It's a beast. I really like the performance that I'm getting out of the battery life. It doesn't take a long time to charge. Probably takes a couple hours, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours to charge. But once you charge it, you won't have to charge it probably for a week or 2. And that's even with pretty heavy use. Now, that being said, there are some other dope accessories that you can purchase in addition to buying the gimbal. This is actually the Moza Mini stand. It's actually the extended stand. The thing that's really cool about this stand is, number one, it's a lot larger. So when I'm putting the Moza Mini on this base, as you can see, it's a lot larger than the actual stand that you get in it. And there's a few reasons for that. This extra accessory stand is a lot larger than the stand that you get with the Moza Mini, which is okay, but this is a lot more durable. It has rubber grips so you can actually hold it and use the gimbal as so. But the other reason why it's super thick, super long, and sturdy is because it actually has a battery built into it. And that's actually pretty cool. So if you look right here, there's actually a USB port right here, and then there's the charging area for this device. And what you can do is you can charge your phone through a USB cable, or you can charge the actual gimbal itself, extra stand that you can purchase for it. The other thing is we have this little ball head adjustment, so you just kind of snap this to loosen it, and then you can adjust it, and we have the little bubble adjustment here. I used this leveling feature quite a bit when I was in Northern Ontario shooting yesterday, because it was in a lot of rocky, rough, unleveled terrain. So I used these really rigid and strong and well-crafted legs or feet to stand the gimbal up, and then I just pop this like so and leveled it to what I needed to level it to, so then I could balance my phone on it. Between the price, the build, the app, the accessories, just the overall functionality of the Moza Mini MI, I really would recommend it to any sort of novice user, any sort of travel vlogger, any person that doesn't necessarily want to bring, you know, a professional camera or even a mirrorless camera with them when they're traveling. Maybe you're with family and friends and you just want to, you know, capture some of those special moments, get some cool, dope selfies, some videos of you doing some cool, adventurous stuff as you travel. I mean, this device will give you smooth, buttery shots. It's so easy to pick up and just use. You can get things like crane shots, slider shots, you can get follow shots, you can get pull away shots, you can get reveal shots, you can get everything that you need to get as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, and as just a person that's just documenting your life. Well, that ends another episode of Cinecut with your host, me, Tristan Barrocks. I hope you learned something and you had fun too doing so. If you want to follow along the journey of learning how to be a digital storyteller, please subscribe to the channel. If you want to engage with me, ask me more questions, please follow me on social media, at Tristan Barrocks on all my social media platforms. And if you have any questions, please leave them below. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed and stay creative. Peace! If you're not subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel, because it is creating dope content that I hope is helping you become a dope digital storyteller. Until the next time, have a wonderful day. Peace!